Hi everybody, welcome to another one of our Pilates mini workouts. It's Deb here behind the camera along with staff.
Hi everyone.
We're so glad you could join us today. This workout is Pilates Reformer on the mat. And I know you've all been missing the reformer, so we can give you a little bit of taste of the reformer again with these mat exercises. So you're going to need a mat and a flex band if you have one. If you don't have one, no worries. You can just follow along without it. So we're going to start in a kneeling position, in our 4-point kneeling. And if you have a flex band, I want you to take it across your back and just hold it in your hands. And this just gives us a little bit of a tactile surface that we can feel the breath going into. So you want it to come out from underneath the armpits. And you want to find that neutral spine, and you want the band to be a little bit taut, and we're just going to take a nice easy breath in and exhale. And you can feel the breath going into the side of the flex band, expanding it wide like an accordion, and exhale. And deep breath in and exhale. And one more breath in and exhale. Now we're going to stay in this same 4-point kneeling position and just do some of the scap glides. So we're going to have Steph just kind of collapse the area between the shoulder blades and then press it up towards the ceiling. And then just draw the shoulder blades together as the upper back sinks down towards the mat. Let the shoulder blades come apart as she pushes through the arms. And let's do that 4 more times. Good, so you want good mobility at the shoulder blades, because if the shoulder blades can move freely, then you get a better functioning shoulder joint. And last 2 times. And now, just like when we do the pelvic rocks, I want you to come between the 2 extremes of protraction and retraction and find your neutral scapular position. Excellent. And then we're going to slowly come up and turn over onto the back. Keep that scapular neutral. And we're going to find pelvic neutral. So feet are on the mat. You're going to just do a couple pelvic rocks. So you're going to tip that tailbone up towards your nose and then dive it down towards the mat, increasing that back arch slightly. And then lengthening that lower back towards the mat. And then rock the pelvis the other way. Think of it as a bucket pouring water out of the back as the tailbone tucks, and out of the front as the tailbone reaches to the mat. And let's do 3 more of those. And then reach. And last 2. And reach. And then we're going to roll all the way up, 1 vertebra at a time, pressing into the feet, rolling up. Lowering the toes to the mat. Sometimes the toes want to lift, roll down. You want to think of that foot like a tripod. So we've got weight through the big toe, little toe, and the center of the heel, rolling up, engaging the glutes, looking for any tight areas, and gently mobilizing. Roll down. Breath in. Exhale, gently lengthen that lower back towards the mat as you peel each vertebra off 1 at a time, like a string of pearls, rolling it down. And let's do 2 more times. Exhale, roll up. You want to avoid letting the ribs pop. Try lifting a little higher, Steph. Show them what that looks like. Too much extension in the back. You just want to create that nice long line between the knee and the shoulder as you go into your hip rolls. 1 last time, breath in, exhale, roll up, and then roll down with control. And then we're going to find that neutral spine position. Shouldn't feel like a lot of work to hold, should feel nice and relaxed. Just to warm up the upper body a little more, we're going to have the arms by your sides, reach up towards the ceiling, and back overhead with the palms up towards the ceiling. And then skim the forearms along the mat as you bend the elbows. Think of putting those elbows into your back pockets, and then lengthen the arms to your side. Reach up, and then take it back overhead. Draw the elbows down. Reach up, opening chest and shoulders. And release, and two more of those. We're reaching up, taking it back, draw the elbows down. And release, and one last time. Reach up, take it back overhead, draw the elbows down, and release. One leg circle, we're going to use that flex band here. So we're going to place it around one foot. And you're just going to cross it. So crisscross that strap. Hold it in the arm, and then we're just going to draw that little circle on the ceiling. Inhale to cross the midline, and exhale to circle. Good, so nice easy movement of that femur in the hip socket. And 3 more. 2. And reverse, let's go in the other direction. 3, 2, and 1. Bending the knee in, we're going to switch sides now. Bringing that strap around the other foot. Good, securing it. And then we're going to slowly have that femur stir that hip socket. Inhale to cross the middle of the body. Exhale to circle. Keeping the pelvis relatively still. You don't want it rocking side to side too much. And reverse directions. Let's go in the other direction. Inhale and exhale. And 3, 2, and 1. And bend that knee in. And lower that foot down. Okay, we're going to mimic our footwork here. So I'm going to get Steph to place both feet in the flex band. Side by side. And we're going to do heels on the bar. So arms are just by your side, elbows down. And you're going to send them up towards the ceiling, a little bit on the diagonal though. So you're going to press out and then bend the knees in. If you want to work the lower abdominals a little more, you can send them a little lower. And reach. What you want to avoid though is any tension in the neck or the shoulders, and also any tension in that low back. So just bend it in. So working the quads just like we do on the reformer. And last 4. Keeping the upper body nice and relaxed. 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, except you're going to curl your toes now as if they're wrapping around the bar. And you're going to press out. And fold at the knee and the hip. And reach. So you're going to feel your abdominals a little bit more with this flex band. Or just reaching the legs than you do on the reformer. And last 3, 2, and 1 more time. Okay, little turn out. So we want the heels together, toes apart. And we can crisscross that band in the front just to make it a little more secure. And then we're going to press out. And bring it in. So now we've got the external rotators of the hip working to keep that turn out as you're extending the legs. And last 4, reaching energy through the feet. 3, 2, and 1 more. Fold it in. We'll take that band off, and we're going to go to the 100. So this is going to be the 100 with a little bit of a twist. We're going to do reciprocal arm movement. So we're going to deepen those abs, and then fold one knee in, and then the other. Tongue lightly at the roof of the mouth. Do a little head nod. Exhale to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. So you can keep the head down if you wish as well. We can extend the legs out or keep them bent. And then we're just going to do those reciprocal arm movements. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Moving from the shoulder, keeping the wrist long. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. I know you can't see her other hand, but it's moving in the opposite direction. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. Deep breath in, front, side, and back. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Looking towards your knees the whole time. Press, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90, last 10, one arm up, one down, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100, and release down, and rest. Excellent. Okay, next is short spine prep. So once again, we need that flex band. You're going to place it over your feet. Excellent. And then we can cross the band. That just gives us a little added security. Bending the knees. We're going to keep the arms still as we press those legs out. They're turned out. Now we rotate them to parallel. Inhale and hinge and really feel that stretch at the back of the thighs. Bring the heels to the seat in a diamond position. And then press out. Rotate to parallel. Inhale, lengthen the back of the thighs. Stretch. Bring the heels to the seat. And press long and away. Rotate, inhale, hinge, stretch, bring the heels to the seat, and press out. And let's do 4 more of those. Inhale, hinge, stretch, bring the heels to the seat, press through. Last 3. So we're getting some lower ab work as you press out, leg work, and of course a really nice stretch for the hamstrings. And last 2 times, reaching energy through the feet. Rotate the legs to parallel, stretch, heels to seat, and press out 1 more time. If you're feeling this in your back, send those legs higher. Bring the heels to the seat, and then take the band away. Excellent. Now we're going to place that band across the upper back, and we're lying on it, and we're going to do the coordination. Okay, so the elbows are starting bent. If you can, keep the head, neck, and shoulders up the whole time. If it bothers your neck, by all means, keep it down. So we're going to deepen those abs. Take one leg up and then the other. We're going to nod the head. Exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Send both the arms and the legs out at the same time. Turn the legs out in 3 little beats. 1, 2, 3, fold just the knees in, then bend the elbows. Lengthen the mouth together. And fold the knees in. Bend the elbows, reach. 3, 2, 1, fold it in, and reach, lengthen out. Again, if you're feeling it in your back, send those legs higher to the ceiling. We're going to do 1 more reach, and 3, 2, 1, fold the knees in, bend the elbows, and relax. Lower one leg and then the other. Just turning over onto your stomach. Let's balance all that. So we will do the swan. Just as we would do on the reformer. Don't need the band for this. And the hands are just underneath the shoulders. Legs are fairly wide apart, turned out. And then we're going to think of imagining a marble in front of the nose, tipping that marble forward as you watch it roll along the mat, lengthening out. Everybody's going to look different in this exercise because everybody's spines are built differently, and lower down. Some people have a ton of extension and come up quite high. Other people, not as much. You work with whatever you're comfortable doing and what your structure allows. And release down. Inhale to lengthen out and up. And release down. So this is a great way to elongate those abdominals, because if you just do flexion all the time, you do lots of sit-ups, crunches, things like that, that abdominal wall gets shortened and it pulls your whole posture forward into a rounded kyphotic position, and it's harder to breathe then. You don't have as much lung capacity. So you want to elongate and balance those muscles, balance the work of the front line with the back line. 3 more. And release. Last 2 times. 1 more rep. And relax down. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to do our offering. So this is part of our front rowing series on the reformer. So we want to take that flex band. You can sit either in a chair or sit cross-legged on your mat. You can bring that flex band across the upper back. some really nice upper body work here. And it's just going to come from underneath the armpits. You're going to start with the elbows bent. And you can always, if you have a flex band, adjust the resistance by shortening it up or lengthening it. So we're going to lengthen through that spine. You're sitting in neutral without having the pelvis or bum tucked under. We're going to press the arms out, thumbs up, and then we're going to open. Good. Think of the width across that upper back. Close just to shoulder height, and then fold the elbows in. And we're going to exhale, reach. Inhale to open. Exhale, close. And inhale to return to start. And then press out, reaching energy through the fingers. Open, close, and return. And then reach. Open, close, and return. Let's do 3 more of those. Good. And last 2. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Bringing it back. One last time. Reach, 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 and open. And then fold the elbows in and relax. Okay, this is from our intermediate rowing series. So we're going to keep the hands shoulder distance apart. We're going to lengthen everything out. Then we're going to internally rotate. Turn the thumbs down and bring them down just beside you. Keep the shoulder girdle stable as we reach it up, right up to the ceiling. And then open wide, wide, wide to the side and fold those elbows into your sides again. Press out and elongate, keeping that spine long. Turn the thumbs down, tap. Bring it right up, keeping the shoulder blades wide, palms face forward, up a little higher if you can. And then open wide to the side. It's going to feel like that band's rolling up your back probably. Bend the elbows in and reach. Internally rotate. Keep the length through the spine. Reach right up, palms forward. Oh, and there it goes. And circle around. Okay, so the second version of this. We're going to flex the spine. So we're rounding forward. And we're going to stretch that band forward at shoulder height. Turn the palms down. Slowly bring it up. Keeping the band in place. Relax the shoulders. Keep it a little forward so it doesn't roll up. And then open to the side. And then flex the spine again, bend the elbows. Reach them out at shoulder height, palms down, and then stack one vertebra at a time, pitching those arms forward a bit, and circle around. We learned our lesson there. And then bend the elbows. And let's do 2 more of those. Reach, and then keep them there, and unfold the spine, one vertebra at a time. Reach nice and wide to the side. Flex the spine to return to start. Last time, reach the arms out. And then lengthen up. And then open to the side. And flex to finish. Good. And then just roll up. One vertebra at a time. And release. Okay, seated open elbows. We're going to take it to the front. Have the palms face us. Good. So the elbows are bent, and she's going to just anchor, use one arm as the anchor arm, and open the other one to the side, and bring it back. So this is great posterior shoulder girdle work. So as she's opening that elbow, the elbow's approximately level with the shoulder, and we've got a 90-degree angle at that elbow, and you're feeling the work in the back between the shoulder blades. So it's really great to open up the chest, open up the shoulders, and if it's too hard, you just take your hands a little wider apart on that band. That'll make it a little easier. And 3 more. And last 2. One more time. And release, lower down, roll the shoulders back. Just release them. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do an exercise that mimics our back rowing on the reformer. So you're just going to lengthen your legs out in front of you. And we're going to take the band across and crisscross it. So you would just have your legs on the mat if you don't have a raised mat like we do. Cross the flex band. And then have the arms on the outsides. And then just slowly draw those elbows back like this. Good. And then bring it forward. Good, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. We'll do that other version next. And exhale, reach. So again, working on those muscles that retract or draw the shoulder blades back together and give you better posture. Sometimes when people do back rowing, whether it's on the reformer or like this, they'll poke the head forward, show them what that looks like. As they go back, they'll poke the head forward. We don't want that. We just want to keep that nice neutral position of the cervical spine or neck and just work through the muscles between the shoulder blades. Let's do 3 more of those. Last 2. And 1 more time. And release. Excellent. Okay, going straight back with the arms now, like our plow. We're going to press back. That's it. Good. So because we sit and because we round forward, whether we're looking at our phone or looking at an iPad or on the computer or cooking or anything where we're rounding forward, we really need to focus on these posterior shoulder girdle exercises to help lessen those imbalances because we're in those other positions for so much of our day we don't even notice. And 2 more. 1 last time and release. Okay, we'll put that flex band aside now and we're going to do the long stretch. So long stretch is where we're holding that bar, we're in a plank position. So we're going to do that on the mat. So we're going to take one leg back. Make sure you have grippy socks or you have some sticky pads or something where you're not going to slide. Take the other leg up as well. And all you're going to do is a little shift back and forward, just like you would if you were on the reformer. Really important to use that transversus abdominis to maintain that stability of the spine and pelvis. What you don't want to see is the back sag or the hips lift up too high, like they're piking towards the ceiling. Whenever you feel like you've had enough, I want you to stop. Last 4, 3, 2, and release, lower the knees down, and just sit back on the heels, lengthen the legs just into our shell stretch, or I should say lengthen the arms. Take a couple of deep breaths in, and exhale. And then roll up 1 vertebra at a time. And we're just going to finish with a mermaid. So we are going to sit, and we're going to sit on that band and have 1 long end and 1 shorter end. So, yeah, just have 1 long end here. That's it. Very good. So you want to make sure you're sitting on it so it doesn't come back and smack you in the bum. And we're going to hold this arm here. And then we're going to reach up and over, stretch, and then bring it back. And same side again, reaching it up and over, and then return. And reach up and over, and bring it back, good. And 4 more. And last 3. Good, 2. 1 last time, reach up and over, and then we switch sides. So just slide it along. And we're going to reach this arm up and over. Long reach, and then bring it back. And reach it up and over, and return. Good. And stretch it up. Good. 4 more. Last 3. So we got in some great movements that mimic some of what we do on the reformer. And 1 more time, great for your core. And last one. And release, finishing off with the spine stretch forward, arms just by your side. Sitting nice and tall, spine elongated. Breath in, drop the chin towards the chest, start to round through the neck, upper back, mid back, low back. Take a deep breath in, exhale and stack from bottom to top, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Head comes up last, breath in. Exhale, go up and over. Rolling it down one vertebra at a time. Breath in, and then roll up one vertebra at a time. Last one, deep breath in. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, stay, and exhale, roll up. And release. Great work, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And if you have any feedback, as always, just drop us an email. And we hope you enjoyed the workout. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.